Yo, what's up everyone? Today the market was kind of in a limbo except for NEM, which I guess I can check out in a second. It was probably just either a pump, some good news came out, or it moved down so much and it had to come back up before it's coming down again. But so, I'm going to go on the 4 hour here. Sorry I didn't make a video yesterday, but I did say that, not every day I would make a video, because, especially because yesterday, I mean, like, there was stuff to make a video about, but the market was kind of choppy yesterday. So, actually, let me get rid of, well, I guess I can go over. So, I think I called this, this pennant in my last video, and it was in the verge of breaking out when I was making it. And then we moved sideways for a little bit, and we formed this megaphone, which is not a common pattern to form. We actually formed one over here too. So these are kind of these are just, if you flip the sim triangle like horizontally over the y-axis, then you can see that it looks just like the megaphone, except the megaphone breaks out, and the megaphone breaks out. It's kind of like most of the time it's like a shorter, like a less powerful breakout. You know what I mean? Especially because it has more room to move, like from here to here, than it does from here to here. You get what I'm saying? So this whole part is the breakout, you know what I mean? So just this, and then this part, and this part. So this is the this is the breakout, instead of, moving from here, and it doesn't waste all that energy. So I think I also said that we might come over to this area because we had rejection from this part, and this is like kind of the support, or the supply area is what people call it. And fortunately I did not trade this. I thought that let me zoom in. So I thought that this is a bull flag at the time, and once it started dropping, obviously I protected, because then I realized that this area was actually like holding. So again, I didn't trade that. I protected my losses, but I didn't make any profit from this move right here. So with that out of the way, we had this drop and we held at 9K, and this is where you would have bought. This is where I bought, and I sold at 9.2. It was a pretty good play, and it was a good scalp at least. And then we had this pennant form, so I'll zoom in actually on the 5 minute to get a little bit better picture. So kind of distorted a little bit. So we had this pennant form, and we stopped about halfway and formed this inverse head and shoulders, although I didn't trade the inverse head and shoulders. So here, I'll show you. So this area had rejection, and it kind of touched it and it came back up, and then we get this move here, and we move down again, and we've kind of just been chopping sideways for a little bit. And if you've looked on like any forum, everybody's been wrong. They're like, we're going to 6K, we're going to 6K, all this stuff. And they've been calling this bear flag for a while too. Let me get the brush out. They've been calling something like this, something like that. That just looks like a channel to me, and I'll show you why. Because trend lines are supposed to, hit like that. Obviously, okay, here's the thing. bear flags, I only trade them now if they have 3 touches on one side. So, well, actually that goes for all flags. I only trade flags if they have 3 touches on one side, and this only has 2 so far. So I'm just thinking, especially because right here, this is not, we're cutting like candles completely here, right? Like this is just a support line right here. This is just demand area, you know? That's just where it's touched a lot, and you know, comes back up. That's where it's rejected from. This is, my eyes, this is not a bear flag, because, well, first off, I don't think we have enough energy to break this sim triangle, this large one. I don't think we have enough energy from this to break like that. Obviously, okay, here's the thing. If we break this triangle, I think the triangle is the main thing. If we break the triangle to the downside, then I think we're gonna break. You know what I mean? But if we might see a bounce here, and then we might go down a little bit more, and then hit this, and then come up. But I think we've got about 2 support lines before we really have to call doomsday. So now to the big picture, well, the medium picture, because the sim triangle on the daily is the big picture. And we've got this triangle right here. It looks a little bit better on the 1 hour, I think. So it's only got about well, it's got 1, 2, 3 touches right here on the support line, and 2 touches on the resistance. Almost 3, but not quite there. Actually, if you draw, I think if you draw it like this, then it has 3. But I'm just gonna draw it like this, because yeah, I like that better. Actually go like this. So I like that better. And yeah, we had this, so this sim triangle, right? These are 50-50 because we had the move down, and if it formed like right here, if it formed in this area, this would have been a pennant. We would have moved down, but it touched support right here, moved up, and then we formed it. So right now we've been moving sideways. We've been stagnant for a little while. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why this is a triangle and not a flag. And triangles, like I said, they go 50-50. So could touch this and then break upwards, or this could have been the last touch right here, and then we're moving downwards like that. So I like these. I like triangles. You play the breakouts, or you buy it to support. I like it when they're big like this, because then you see them on the second touch. You know what I mean? And you can get this short right here. You can get a short position right here. Short it, and if it looks like it's stopping halfway and it's about to come back up like it sometimes does, sorry, you can just, you know, protect your gains. You can cut it right here, and then long, and then you'll make a little bit off the scalp, and then you can ride the wave. But sometimes this happens and goes down. It looks like it's stopping halfway and it's going to come up, but and it forms this bear flag and it's going down now. So also it looks like this 9K support is holding. If we go in the 1 minute, the RSI is like actually looks like a fallen wedge right here. Let me see. I don't trade 1 minute charts. I don't trade on 1 minute, but that does look like it's about to, you know, support's holding. So that'd be a good long right there. I probably should have waited before I made the video, but whatever. I can just play the confirmation and you can make a little bit. So like I said, I think that's it for Bitcoin. You know, we got the triangle, we got the bigger triangle on the daily, and you know, let's go on Ethereum now. I think it's can be about the same. So let's see. Yeah, we got a triangle that actually looks like it's breaking downwards, so that's not a good sign. Obviously it could still go like this, but we had like 3 touches on the support, so we did have a false break right here though, so yeah, it's got some room to fall. I don't know what's gonna happen to Bitcoin if Ethereum's falling, but yeah, and Litecoin seems to be doing the same thing. Well, Litecoin's triangle is weird, actually. Screw this. I don't think that was a triangle, to be honest. Now that I'm looking, so we had a rejection 3 times right here. That just looks like, yeah, that just looks like support and resistance. I don't know what I was thinking when I was marking that. There's support right there, and a resistance right here. Yeah, I don't know why I marked that. It was weird. So let's, what was it? NEM? Yeah, NEM. Let's go on, holy moly. Yeah. Okay, so the 4-hour RSI, it just popped up and it went back down, and now it's going up again. So, looks like it's gonna come down again, because, I mean, the daily RSI, look at how exhausted that was. So we saw the same thing on what was it? What's that good coin? The one I heard a lot about. Nano. That was the one. So Nano had the same thing happen. I haven't actually looked at Nano in a long time. Yeah, so it's probably doing the same thing. You know, daily RSI was really oversold, and it just pops up. So it's probably gonna just exhaust like around this area, and then kind of move sideways. So we got some room. Actually, 6K is kind of a lot, but on it we got some resistance right here. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So let's go back to Bitcoin for my final thoughts, and leave it off. All right. So let's go in the 5 minutes, see if it's holding. Yeah, it's holding. No, it's okay. All right. So this is a good sign. That's holding this support. Honestly, I would have liked for it to hit this, so that we would have gotten a little bit. We could have gotten a stronger movement by popping back up. Again, like, triangles are 50-50 when they're sideways like this. When there's a pennant like this, these are different because they have a pole. They're kind of like a flag, you know what I mean? So they have a much stronger chance to go up. And you know, I think this is healthy, to be honest. We made the move, we had a little bit of a drop, and we're moving sideways, and we might go up again. I mean, obviously we could go down because we had this drop, and then now we're moving sideways, and then we could drop again. But that's a big play. You know what I mean? I'm thinking short term. So thinking, you know, we had the move up, and then we had healthy drop. Actually, much more than healthy, because we actually got to this level again, and you know, we formed this triangle. So I think I'm leaning bullish. I am kind of what's the word? Biased, because I want altcoins to do well, because that's where the easy money is. So take my bullish sentiment with a grain of salt, and sure we'll be fine, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching.